roots of x squared plus 2x plus 5 equals 0. What are the roots? Okay, to find the roots or the solutions. The roots or the solutions. Okay, first step, we're going to see, can we solve it by this way? X squared plus 2x plus 5 plus 5. Can we solve it by factorization? That means, can I make here two parentheses? And I find it here x and here's x. Now two numbers, when I multiply them, I get 5, and when I add them, I get 2. Is it easy to find two numbers? When you multiply them, you get 5. And when you multiply them, you get 5, and when you add them, you get 2. Is it easy or hard? It's hard. So in this case, this way cannot be used in such cases where you find it what hard. So how can I solve it then? How can I solve it then? I solve it by the quadratic formula, which is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. This one you memorize it, this formula you memorize it, by the way, over what? Over 2a. Good. Now, what is a and what is b? Look, the number that is here, coefficient of x squared, is called a. So what is a? A is 1, but we didn't write it. Good. What is b? B is the coefficient of x. What is the b here? It is 2. Good. What is c now? C is the constant that is here alone. So c equals what? 5. Good. Now just say substitute a and b and c inside this quadratic what? Formula. What is going to be then? X equals negative b. Negative b. What is b? B is 2. So that means it's negative 2. Good. Then plus or minus. Okay. Then square root of what? B squared. What is b? B is 2. 2 what? Squared minus what? 4ac. Get 4 times a. What is a? 1 times c. What is c? Is what? Is 5. Good. Over 2a. 2 times a is what? 1. Okay, I complete now solving. Here now I write x equals negative 2. I write it as it is, plus or minus. And I write here the denominator, just 2 times 1 is 2. And here now a square root, it's going to be square root of what? I complete the calculations. It's look, 2 squared is 4, right? And here now 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So that's going to be 4 minus 20. 4 minus 20 is negative what? Is negative 16. Get negative 16, square root of negative 16. This is imaginary. This is imaginary number. And imaginary number also, we take it in the other part. It is how to find imaginary. Good. Now, what will I do now? Keep that in mind. If I have square root of negative 9, you change it into square root of 9 times negative 1, you see? Then you change it to be square root of 9 times square root of negative 1. And square root of negative 1 is called I. Is called what? So this part, we call it what? I. That means imaginary number. And square root of 9 is 3. So that means it's going to be 3i. So square root of negative 9 is going to be 3, but with I. So that means if the square root is for negative number, you write the square root of the number itself, which is square root of 9 is 3. Then you write to it what? I. So here now we find what? We know we have what? We have a square root of negative 16. So what is square root of 16? Is 4, but we have here negative, so it's 4i. So now I can rewrite this one here. I can rewrite it to be negative 2 plus or minus what? 4i. You see? Over what? Over 2. Okay, now I do it in 2 steps. I do it when it is positive, and then I do it when it is what? Negative. So you write it negative 2 with the positive only for what? For I over what? Over 2. And in this case now, the 2, you split the 2 for both of them. You split the 2 here, and you split the 2 here. So that means it's going to be negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Then plus 4i over 2, it's going to be what? 2i. Good. And the second case, you write it with negative. So that means it's going to be negative 2 minus 4i over what? Over 2. Now split the denominator for both sides. So that means you'll get negative 2 over 2, negative 1. Then minus 4i over 2. It's going to be what? 2i. So that means these ones now are the final answers. As you see, this one now is 1 root, and this one is 1 root, and both roots are complex because they have 2 parts. That one part is real, which is negative 1, and one part that is imaginary, which is 2i. So that means it is negative 1 plus 2i, and negative 1 minus 2i. So as you see, this one is the first one, which is negative 1 plus 2i, and the other one is what? Negative 1 minus 2i. So you choose this one as what? As the answer.